We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Baltimore Orioles and the Oakland A's. Baltimore find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Daniel Mengden gets the ball for Oakland in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Yusniel Diaz is the next to bat. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Simeon's there. And there's one gone to begin the evening. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Mehdi, they got to love the production they're getting out of the leadoff spot right now. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
In now, Ramon Urias. As he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty B. And you know what, Dero? Now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
Unable to find the zone with the slider.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
Fouled away. On the ground to the left side. Taken in by Simeon. And that's the 2nd out.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Ready now for Baltimore, Dwight Smith Jr. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is going to find the alley as it heads out toward Mount Davis for extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Renato Nunez. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. From the stretch.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
Popped up. He lays out, but it's out of his reach, so that's a tough strike, too. Smith at second with 2 down. hard ground ball to third. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Alex Wood is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Baltimore. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, if you're looking for Achilles heel from this pitcher, this jumps right out at you. Right-handed batters are hitting over 300 on the season against this guy. That's something he's going to have to improve on if he expects to pitch well in this one.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Number 22.
Now here it comes.
That's the ball.
Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
The 1-1.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land untouched. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Another 2-2 offering. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotty, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 10 home runs and 33 driven in. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Thought about it, but he holds up on the knuckle curve 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Bases are empty, one man out. And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
At the plate, Marcus Semien, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. No swing on the knuckle curve, even at 1-1.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Fly ball out toward left center field. Smith will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. A's are gone in order. Still no score. Digging in, Pedro Severino. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat, big time arm from right field as well.
To the plate now, Andrew Velasquez. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Laureano is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 19.
Here's Chris Davis now. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. Ball 1. One and one, the count to Chris Davis. Davis, who's often called Crush Davis. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Chris Davis now. Lifetime history with Alex Wood. He's gone 2 for 5. He's taken him deep once. Here comes the first pitch. Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone, because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, I don't care that pitch didn't light up the radar gun. 89 miles an hour executed two-seamer is almost unhittable.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Reined in. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
And he fouls this one off. Nobody out, runner on first. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder giving chase. Uh-oh, he whiffs on it.
You don't think fielding is important? Instead of a routine out, you got a guy standing at second base after a 2-base error. We'll see if the pitcher can pick him up.
So it's second and third following the error, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Matt Chapman. First pitch coming. Here it is.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike one.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
3-1 to him now. And the count will be full. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, this one's a long way from being over, D-Roll, but that big base hit right there gives him a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Dan, without question right there. Huge at bat. Gives his team the lead. Hopefully the pitcher's able to settle down now. He's got some runs on his back, and he's able to go out and execute.
Stepping in now, Austin Allen. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 7 homers, 26 RBIs. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
A runner at first with no outs here. And that just misses the corner inside to even the count at 2-2. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. And it's fouled away. Too high. 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Next up for the A's, Sheldon Noisy. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Wood sets. Here's his offering. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
1-1 to count. From the belt, the pitch. Hit out towards second. Scooped up on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The A's lead this one 2-0.
Back now in Oakland, home of the A's, who've certainly treated these fans to some impressive pitching so far this year. Entering the day, they rank in the upper echelon of several pitching categories, and that doesn't go unnoticed around the clubhouse. One of the position players told me, our pitching staff has a calming influence on the entire team. We know they're going to keep us in games, and flat out, they just get the job done, and that helps everyone play more relaxed and confident. It appears this group of pitchers is a real cornerstone of this ball club, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Ricky Martin.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Anthony Santander the next to bat. Weak grounder down the first baseline. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Up next for the Orioles, the right fielder, Yusniel.
In now for the O's, Yusniel Diaz. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1.
Ready with the 0-1. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
The 1-1 home. And here's a ball hit in the air. Piscotty on his horse, but this will land untouched. The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball. One out and a runner on second base. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Center fielder coming on. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Digging in now, Ramon Urias. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. High in the air out to center field. Laureano is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for the Orioles. They trail things here 2-0. So it's back to the top of the order now. And digging in now, Ramon Laureano.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And that's in there for strike 1. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Lined hard and deep down the left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. The 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Santander. Uh-oh, he whiffs on it. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, I'm not sure they're going to award him a triple or call it a 3-base error, but the result is the same. He's 90 feet away from scoring, and it looks like they are going to give him an error, and I think that's definitely the right call there.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Right back into a good hitter's count now after what was a pretty dreadful second inning. He's got to start throwing a lot more strikes. Quality strikes would help too.
He's got it. No problem here. One away.
The batter, number 10, shortstop.
One gone for the A's here in the third. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Simeon. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Chris Davis. First delivery to him on the way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Hit to first. Fielded cleanly by Davis. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 1 run scored without the benefit of a hit, 1 error in the inning, and no one left on base. 3 innings complete. The A's lead it 3-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Dwight Smith Jr. as we begin the top of the 4th.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
When I see guys check swinging, they're not seeing the baseball. They're not picking it up. You've got to take a step back. The only thing you tell yourself in this situation is do not move your head.
3-2 full count. Hit hard down the right field line. But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball. The next 3-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Laureano is right there, 1 down. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see, he's had a great first half as he leads the AL in that department. And here's Renato Nunez. First offering on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, catcher, Pedro Severino.
In now, Pedro Severino. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Hit down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. The 1-2. Grounded to third. Chapman has it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Still down 3-0. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The Athletic. The first base.
Striding in for Oakland, Mark Canha. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down. The windup and the 0-1. Drilled to the right side, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely.
Now batting.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Chapman has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and and he has some trouble with it.
And this was set up perfectly for him to start the double play. He's in ideal position. And then I think he got a little bit ahead of himself. You know that old saying, be quick but don't hurry? Well, I think that was demonstrated right here.
Standing in, Austin Allen comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Went after the high one there, a swing and a miss.
This is one of those classic bunt situations here, but it's not a given anymore like it used to be, and that's the case even more so in the American League.
Behind 0-2 now. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Left side, but well foul. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So with a couple of men on and 1 out in the inning now, let's turn to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And to this point, these two have topped out at 95 and 91 miles an hour respectively. Stepping in, Chad Pinder. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And that is off the wall. Chapman is on his way home. He comes across to score as they push the lead to 5 now.
Wow, what a great piece of hitting here as he took a big swing at that one. Almost got it out of here for a 3-run blast, but he'll be happy with a 2-run double as well.
Yeah, he's not happy either way, but I'm sure the man on the mound is more than a bit relieved that that hit didn't turn into something worse. At the plate now, Sheldon Noisy. And here's a ball hit in the air. Right fielder giving chase, but this will land untouched. Down the third baseline. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now batting, number 22.
Into the box now, Ramon Laureano. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. No hits to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Into right field, that's a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the...
First pitch coming, here it is. In there, strike one.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Called strike 0-2.
Just way too patient in this situation. With the bases loaded like this is your chance to be the hero.
Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi.
Number 88.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Andrew Velasquez is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Swing and a liner. Foul. This one's in there. Maybe should have been strike 3, but instead it's 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Line towards center field. Laureano is there, and he has it for the first out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Now at the plate, Chris Davis. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
2-0.
Liner into right center. That's a base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Into the box, Richie Martin.
He swings and sends it in the air out to left center.
Laureano is there, 2 gone.
The batter, the center fielder, Anthony.
Settling in now, Anthony Santander. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Orioles leave 1. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Digging in once again, Marcus Semien, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but hangs on for the first out.
Number 2, designated hitter, Chris Davis.
Now the A's designated hitter, Chris Davis. A hit in 2 tries so far. Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And with that, we take a look at the A's leaders in that category, and sure enough, his name is right there at the top. So a runner on first with 1 out now, and striding into bat next, it'll be Mark Canha. From the stretch. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. A's go quietly there, but they hold a 5-0 lead. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Yusniel Diaz. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
The 1-0. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher. You fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts, and then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and the batter didn't miss it.
Standing in now, Ramon Urias. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it's now a 5-2 game.
Man, he's kicking himself after that pitch. As soon as it left his hand, he knew it was a mistake. The next thing he knew, it was screaming through the night sky and over the fence.
Now batting.
So now to the plate, Dwight Smith Jr. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Towards second. On to first, so a good bounce-back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Renato Nunez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Fouled away. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Fastball called strike. 1-2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Heading out towards shallow right. In comes Piscotty. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Up next for the Orioles, the catcher,
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. He was a ground-out victim last time up. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And it's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. But the Orioles strike for 2 thanks to the 2-run home run. Through 5.5, it's the A's 5 and the Orioles 2. And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Matt Chapman.
First pitch of the at-bat.
No, inside.
And he takes a called strike 2.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Line toward right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. And he will get there as the A's have themselves a leadoff double. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And that leads us right to our Oakland leaderboard as we see that his season total is good for second best on the club. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Stepping in now, Austin Allen. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A ball and a strike.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. A runner at second, nobody out. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Up next for Oakland.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Now batting, Chad Pinder. And it seems like maybe they're starting to get to the guy on the mound a bit now.
Yeah, that could be a sign that he's starting to wear down a little bit, Matt. The first thing to go when you're getting tired is usually your command. So even if you're throwing strikes, they might be a little bit more hittable than they were earlier in the game.
All right, something to keep an eye on if he remains in the game much longer. Dylan Tate comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Dylan Tate.
First pitch on its way. Grounded back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's now 6-2.
We're talking about having a game tonight. That's his 3rd RBI of the game with that base hit, Dero.
Yeah, he must be hungry because that's 3 ribeye steaks for the big boy right there. Just a nice approach all night and able to come through for the team.
So digging in now, Sheldon Noisy. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Laid off, but a cold strike as that caught the outside.
Hey, 2 options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
Behind 0-2 now. 6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Good waste pitch, 1-2. Tate, a California-born ball player. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, you got to love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball. And if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
To the plate now, Ramon Laureano. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Allen rounds third and is digging for the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Into the box now, Stephen Piscotty, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. Santander is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
The batter, number 10, shortstop,
At the plate, Marcus Semien, runner in scoring position with Sugan. And that misses for ball 1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We're through 6 full. Oakland is on top in this one, 8-2. All set for the start of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Andrew Velasquez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. In there, and it's even at 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Number 19, Chris Davis.
Digging in and looking for more, Chris Davis. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. And this is low, ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box, Richie Martin. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Strike 2.
Sometimes you just can't overthink it. If a guy can't hit a certain pitch in a certain quadrant, why would you throw him anything else? Case in point, this guy's cold zone is away, and this pitcher keeps attacking that exact spot.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline. Chapman's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Still 8-2. Bottom of the inning now, so now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris Davis. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
So now it's Mark Canha.
As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
You froze him on the fastball there. Mark Canha becomes the second out of the bottom of the seventh.
Third baseman, Matt Chapman.
At the plate, Matt Chapman. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0. So far 2 for 3 in this one. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. But no matter, they lead it 8-2. Yusmeiro Petit has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 36, Yusmeiro.
Digging in the switch hitter, Anthony Santander. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Leading off the bullpen, the center fielder, number 25, Anthony Santander.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone, and this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
In now, Yusniel Diaz takes this the other way to right, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Now batting, the second baseman, Urias.
So now to the plate, Ramon Urias. Pitch inside, the throw, and no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it.
That was about as easy as they come right there. Hard to say whether that'll be defensive indifference or a stolen base, but either way, he's into scoring position.
The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. And that's over. 3-1. Runner at second here with one man out. stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Left fielder,
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. Orioles get a run on the RBI double. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the A's 8 and the Orioles 3. Ready once again, Austin Allen. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Sean Armstrong is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. First offering on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Standing in now, Chad Pinder, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. 8 runs on 12 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Lays off 2-2 now. Pause, now the pitch. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
To the plate now, Sheldon Noisy, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Just missing here, 2-0.
Whoa, not sure where that one missed, and I'm not sure the pitcher does either.
3-0 now. Ramon Laureano is on deck. And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Fastball in there, 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Stepping in now, Ramon Laureano, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
The 1-2 is put in play to the right side of the infield. On to Davis at first, and there are two away.
The batter, the right fielder.
Stepping into the box, Stephen Piscotty, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Piscotty has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. 2-0 now. From the stretch. Shoots this one to first, and that's in there, base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Yeah, Matt, credit to this offense. They've been swinging the sticks well all game long, and it just continues here with a 2 RBI hit. Some days the hitting gods are simply just smiling down on you.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. At the plate now, Marcus Semien, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. From the stretch.
Nope, that's inside.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, run first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And he fouls this one off. 2 out with the man at first. Again, another foul ball. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. A payoff pitch one more time, and that misses. Ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that third out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Set to deliver the 0-1. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. 9th inning coming up. It's the A's 10 and the Orioles 3. Striding forward now is the DH, Renato Nunez, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Pinder is there, 1 quick out to start inning number 9. At the plate, Pedro Severino. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Off-speed pitch just missed inside.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Now the 2-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Laureano is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 88.
Stepping up now, Andrew Velasquez. He was a ground out victim last time up. Now here's the pitch. Well, tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now a line drive here is caught. And if that's not symptomatic of the way this one's gone, the ball game is over.
It's always nice to take the opener of a 4-game set when you're at home. That sets the stage for the rest of the series, and it gives you a good springboard the rest of the way.
10-3 at the end of this contest. The Athletics put a 10 spot on the scoreboard in this one. Daniel Mengden picks up his league-leading 13th win. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 10 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Orioles, 3 runs on 7 hits, 3 errors, and 4 men left on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 42 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.